Alright, welcome back everyone. Today's video was sent to me. I don't know how the game plays out. I'm watching this blind as well, but from what I saw, this was an example of a Giga engine versus a Giga terraforming, in that essentially the terraformer got everything that they wanted, and it seems like the engine player got everything that they wanted. We're going to take a look at this game and see how it looks out. I will say, as a general rule, an engine that gets everything it wants is the stronger of the two of them, because I don't know if you've ever seen the videos floating around out there, but with a perfect card draw, you can terraform the entire planet in one generation, because discounts and rebates can be that strong. So if your engine gets to that point, you just win. But let's take a look here with this hand. We have Beans here, who we just saw in a recent video I put out, versus Meister, which we also saw. He knocked me out in that miserable tournament game. Let's see what we got. They got Tractor, Robinson. So generally, I'd say Tractor's a little stronger than Robinson. Um, Obviously, I like seeing Deimos. AGT is always good to see as well. I see a bumper here with base elevator, so that's kind of interesting. So I'm thinking you could go like aquifer turbines, power generation. Hope he doesn't have the ocean. Take the 2-card spot on the ocean, but even if he does, you could just go titanium instead to help pay for the space elevator. Um, yeah, with these two, turning on your steelworks bumper, use that, get the steel that you need for the space elevator, and just take up the oxygen track like that. Yeah, so you could go Robinson. I would not call it wrong per se, but the starting cash being low like that, I prefer Terractor just as a general rule. So Steelworks, Space Elevator, Anti-Grav. You can even go Fuel Factory if you want with having 5 energy, but that's optional. It's not a particularly good card either. Deimos and Mass, I think that's what I would do. Escarpment is too much of a speculation. So yeah, Steelworks, Space Elevator, AGT, I would do Fuel Factory. I think Deimos and Mass, that would be my picks here. Let's see what he does. Ooh, okay. So, not going with the bumper line, instead going with Escarpment. But then how are we powering the space elevator? And I'm not quite sure I follow. Taking the escarpments because you're planning on getting steel prod, but then where's the steel prod to turn it on? Yeah, the immigration shuttles. It's kind of slow. It's okay with tractor. I think it's a little too slow. I'd rather do the space elevator stuff. Okay, well, see how it works. Oh, he changed his mind. Robinson with this above stuff, but getting rid of immigration shuttles. Okay, we can work with that. It's not quite what I would do, but he's gonna turn on space elevator with the Robinson action, which is okay. I just don't think it's quite as good. Got donation and molehole excavation, two pretty weak preludes, but he is Ecoline, so getting heat is always welcome as Ecoline. We do get the 2 cards. Standard Tech and Ganymede Colony. Okay, not great, but at least Standard Tech can help turn on Anti-Grav and Mass Converter. Oh, okay. Well, even though my contractor drawing you AI Central, I guess always correct. Whoa, and Ecoline just opens up a giant ice asteroid. 1, 2, done. So now I get an immediate conversion there for 4 cash, 2 plants, 26 TR right off the bat. That's pretty good. But I will say, generally, an early giant ice asteroid is not the best use of it. It's not like the worst either, but if I could choose, I would choose to use it later than earlier. Alright. So because he played the molehole excavation, we can now use Robinson action and steal, so yeah, always correct to take it, I guess. I think it's usually too much speculation, but it worked out great in this instance. Ooh, okay, he did the GIA because he can now do Nitro Moss. That's pretty slick. Okay, that's definitely worth it then. Plays hired raiders, that's annoying. Our cash is pretty important. Yeah, fuel factory to help get the titanium for the space elevator next gen. Makes sense. Ooh. Now, I think you have to take optimal arrow braking here. It's just too good of a card. The Moss is pretty good. The Psychophiles is good. IO Mining feels too slow to me. Yeah, optimal air braking. Would have loved to have Director with Cartel, but I think you do Giant Space Mirror. Okay. Psychophiles. IO Mining. Oh man, I think that's too slow. Would you play in this realistically? It's not going to be for another 2 generations? Because we're playing Space Elevator for now, right? I think this is kind of slow. I would just take optimal. I think this is too slow. Let's see. No, he takes 3. Alright, Beans is playing a little greedier than I would. Oh, changed his mind again? Okay, just 2. I still think that's 1 too many, but let's see what happens here. So yeah, Space Elevator uses it. And of course, Ecoline's loving it, right? Psychophiles and Moss, so just get 5 plant prod early on here. We get plant prod with Robinson action. We're hoping to find a way of getting some heat so we don't have to use Robinson action on heat. Speaking of heat, Ecoline has black polar dust, so their heat is up to 5 prod now. So looking pretty good for them. Ooh, okay. Yikes. I think you have to take viral enhancers. Then he probably will take either, well, he might take media group because our hand size might be a little scary. But I think he would take either carbonate or media, and then we get design back. But I'm not sure we want to play designed. Anyway, viral enhancers. Ooh, okay. I don't agree. I think the science tag is much more valuable, and viral enhancers is just a really good card. I don't think the media group does enough currently. Of these, I would probably do quantum because we have mass converter, got anti-grav. Yep, I agree. I would take the heat now, cut that from him. Okay, taking the designed. Design is not the science tag you want to play on your way to AI Central and all the rest of this stuff. I kind of get why he's doing it, but that's why I like the viral pick instead. Interestingly enough, we get the GHG factories back. That means he already has enough heat. Um, Definitely taking media and quantum. You could take GHG so you don't have to use the Robinson action on heat, but I think that's going too far out of your way to play around Robinson when we just need to focus on going the science route on the AI into the AGT. I'm gonna guess he's gonna take 1, 2, 3, but we'll see. All 4? Wow. No, I don't agree with that. I guess, like I said, he's gonna do GHG for the Robinson, but I think that's too expensive. Ecoline kept 3 of those cards, gets an immediate conversion for 4 back. Life's pretty good for them. We space elevator and play the designed. Okay. Slow. Oh, and restricted area 2 for another conversion in the south? Oh man, that's disgusting. I'd much rather be Ecoline at this point. Um, much as I like Junior Pair, I would take Invention Contest, and I would expect him to take Ice Cap Melting, and then I get Junior Pair back, I think. Okay, he leaves with Junior Pair. I think that's a small mistake because I think Invention Contest is quite good for Ecoline, and I would rather have that with me, where Junior Pair is like okay for him, but not really in line with what he's trying to do, which is the terraforming setup. Search for Life, no brainer. Ice Cap Melting. Okay. So I would take just 1 and 2. I think taking Underground City over Ice Cap Melting is a mistake as well. Um, it's eventually fine if we get all the science stuff on. It's just, it feels too slow because we're still working on getting all the science stuff online. I would rather cut efficient terraforming from him, such that he has a harder time ending the game on us. Yeah, and he doesn't even keep the Underground City, so I think that was a mistake. SP Ocean. That's a little bit of a weird move. It lets him have enough for another conversion. If he has algae, then that works out pretty nicely, I'd say. Okay, standard technology. We are up to 3 science tags, so we can do the AI Central. Okay, he did use the space elevator. I was trying to go. Remember, did he? Did he not? So AI Central, oh my gosh, that is such a good card for us. Ecozone, we could go down there for 6 cash back. Oh, that'd be so sick. But the tricky part is getting that last plant to get a greenery conversion. He sells the card, yeah, for the algae. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, so it's Gen 5. I feel justified in saying I think the IO was a little bit of a bait. Gen 5 IO is not really what you're looking for. Earth Office is probably the one that has the most upside for us with the media group. The rest of these are okay. Like you could do Power Plant, but there's plenty of power in our hand. Yeah, I would do Earth Office. Yep. Okay. What's our science tat? 4, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we got all that we need in hand. So we don't need artificial. I would just do building industries, I think. Yep. Colonizer is better than urbanized, I'd say. Okay. Urbanized is alright, but I don't think we're going to be putting that many cities down. I would take 1 and 2, unless it slows down our plays here. But we can do that for 21, so I don't think these two will slow down getting just quantum and mass online. Oh, he converts that 6 back. Man, that is so gross. Like, he's ahead by 10 points already. This is looking pretty good for him. The good news is we have Deimos. If we didn't have Deimos and he had Deimos, I would be like, I think our goose might be cooked here. Alright, grass is okay. Martian Survey, unplayable sadly. He has Mars University too? Man, that sucks. We'd have loved Mars University. Yeah, pretty obvious. Landlord funds. I think he's winning Landlord. Alright, here's the quantum. Here's the mass. Alright, so things are looking better. He standards asteroid to get the heat prod. I think that's okay. Not great, but it's fine. Certainly, upon seeing quantum and mass, my first instinct would be try and rush out as well. Yeah, building industries makes sense to do now. investment loan is so good with Media Group and Earth Office, but I think Shuttles is the correct pick here. It's already heavily discounted, and it further discounts things, just making it very efficient. Yeah. These don't really matter. I'd probably do Tropical Resort. Yeah. I would just cut Lunar Beam from him. Yep. Alright, nice. I would just take Shuttles here. Alright, we're aligned there, Beans. So we can do AI Central, and we can do Planner, and looks like he's going to get Terraformer here, and it's just going to be a 2-to-1 split. Not the cards you want to draw from AI Central, but with Media Group, it's okay, I suppose. Nuke Zone 2? Oh my gosh, this guy is so lucky. Also, Bean's greeding the plant conversion here because he doesn't want to give the heat production to Meister. Interesting. I think that's probably correct. Alright, there's the anti-grav. Alright, he converts. For the mining area too, so good, man. How does he do it? How has he gotten all this fantastic cards? It's crazy. Not that we can complain with Quantum Mass AGT AI Central, mind you. Yeah, shuttles makes sense. And optimal air braking makes a little sense. If we're wanting a Deimos, we're going to be a little too slow this gen. It'll have to be next gen. Earth Office Media Group, nice. Oh, there's the loan. The Invention Contest, which is even better with Mars University. Okay. Well, he didn't convert. He was also scared of the bonus, so we do get to hit him with a Deimos right now. Lucky us. So we got kind of the wombo combo right now, right? We got the media value and the optimal air braking value, so every space event is going to be very good for us. I'm a little surprised by the GHG factories, to be quite honest. I don't really know if I want to be investing our hard-earned cash into that, because that just kind of benefits the eco line. But we'll see. It does let me use the Robinson action again, so we'll see what happens. He takes the Terraformer milestone and Gardener milestone. We can we even take the Planner milestone? We used all of our cards already. So, no, I guess we'll just get the Builder milestone a little bit later. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Permafrost. That gets us up to 14. That's kind of nice. Because, oh no, the biomass combustors. That's so rude. Okay, we can salvage that. We can convert down here for 4 cash and a plant. And then could do like grass to get the double conversion. Alright, or selling cards. No, we're using Robinson action. What do I know? Space hotels for 1. That's funny. The sabotage is pretty annoying for both of us, so I would take the sabotage, I think. Oh, yeah, it explains why he didn't convert, because Meister's going first this round. This is just early morning brain not thinking correctly. So yeah, it makes sense to hold there. Yeah, I would take the sabotage. I expect he takes the breathing filters and we get the hotels back. And if he takes hotels, I'm fine getting breathing filters back too. Yeah, agreed. Alright, Immigrant City seems like a no-brainer to me. Land claim would also be quite nice. Yeah, we get the space hotels back. I will not say no to a one cost space hotels. converts. SP is a greenery. Yeah, alright. All moves I would expect to see. Sabotage is pretty brutal. Kind of just knocking him out of this round now. Ooh, AMC. Okay. Still holding on to that IO. We loved imported GHG. Now we can just get a free 6 cash and 3 heat. 6 heat now. Thank you very much, game. That lets us get the free ocean bonus if we want, but we're down by 25 points, so we need to ensure that we don't end before we are ready to end. Selling a card. Interesting. Whoa, greenie on a card? I don't like that. I would do it for cash back, personally, but okay. Imported nitrogen? Okay. Clearly Beans is just a better player than I am, because I did not draw this stuff like he is, so well done to him for knowing when to draw. First AI Central, now imported nitrogen. Ooh, the trees. That is super good for Ecoline. Yeah, that's incredible, especially with viral enhancers. Okay, we can do Ecozone, take a little bit of the rebates, sure. Pets makes sense. Can also play grass for the same reason. Immigrant City down there, sure. Take the ocean bonus. Where would you guys go? I lean card in this situation, but 2 titanium is also acceptable. Okay, 2 titanium is what he chooses. Space hotels for 1. Thank you very much. Okay, converting is fine, but you have to be careful. We are heading towards an end. We definitely don't want it to end on Gen 8. If it can end on Gen 9, that's still not ideal, but better. We're still down by 13 points. Greenhouses. Man, this guy can draw. It's not that good. But with Ecozone, it's still a nice card to have. AMC, yeah, that's very annoying. Oh, we're going the mayor line. I see. So he's doing immigrant into Ganymede for mayor. Okay. It's not the worst mayor. Ah, unlucky. It's definitely not the worst mayor. I think that's a pretty reasonable idea. Wow, we can even use the Robinson action. That's funny. I'm not sure if it's really worth it, but it's fine. Plant product for 4 is usually still good. Probably supposed to take Olympus Conference, though I'll be honest, that security fleet is tempting me. Yeah, I would do Olympus Conference, especially since he has Marsu. Wow, this is some garbage. Take Rad Suits. Oh, it's back. Probably still correct to take Soil Factory. Yeah. Honestly, I would buy all 3. We don't have a lot to do right now, so I would buy 3 here. Just anything has a point on it. Yeah, I like it. Strip mine. Well, it's this fun miner, I suppose. But yeah, I don't like that very much. Probably do need to fund something. You could fund Thermalist, you could fund Scientist, you could fund Miner. I'd probably do Scientist given our lead, or heck, Banker. But Banker, you're at risk of insulation a little bit, so probably Scientist. Alright, well, I don't think he can fund anything, so I don't think there's a rush either. Lake Marineris? My gosh, that is so lucky. That's so lucky. I honestly don't know what more he could need here, right? Just convert, and you're one more gen to get the heat prod, a Gen 9 end. Look at all those greeneries. It looks fantastic. Oh, okay. Never mind. We went Builder instead. That's fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong with Builder. I just wanted to see the mayor is all. Another conversion into another conversion. Yeah, usually when you're doing this, you're like, please don't have birds, please don't have birds. We do not have birds. Reported nitrogen is okay, but we don't get the microbe values, so that's a little sad. Take the last O2, makes sense to me. Since he'll have it next generation, we don't want to let that happen. And he really doesn't have a way of ending it. He'd have to have, big asteroid and asteroid in his hand or something like that. It doesn't seem likely that he has the ability to end here. So I do agree with taking the oxygen, but I think maybe you could have waited a little bit. The old bad suit's getting played. Oh, he has Noctis sitting too. That's so gross. Well, we found life. Okay. Sometimes a little lucky, I suppose, as well. So, wow. Very rare that you see the event micro tag being the search for life find, but hey, he found it, plus 3 points. Very lucky. Alright. So now it's actually shrunk a bit now. We're down to a 7-point game between the two of us here. Selling another card. Yeah, scientist funded. Oh, he has insects. Oh, 5 plant prod. That's ridiculous. But the gap has closed. So that's a little scary. You don't like to have the gap being closed when it's Gen 8 in a terraforming setup like you've got here. Like, look at all these premium cards, and yet, look at all these premium cards, right? This is quite a super powered game for both players. Release of inert gases, yeah, why not with Media Group and a discount? He's done, so you can go and take the remaining heat. Windmills, sure. I think you should have taken 1 more heat, because now he's just going to get 2 heat for free. If the idea is that, well, I can fund Thermalist, then I don't think that really makes any sense. So I think that was a mistake on Beans' part there. Equatorial is quite nice for us. Commercial districts just not very good. Predators could take away a point from our eco zone, and he has viral enhancers, so it's a potential 3-point card. So I think 3-point card is better than 1-point card. Yeah. Card draw I think is not quite as relevant. I guess I'd do the Miranda for 2 points. Ooh, wait. He gave us back Equatorial for Commercial District? I don't know if that makes that much sense. I'd take Equatorial now and I would play it. Predators I don't think makes enough sense. I'd just do Miranda and Equatorial here. Okay, we're doing Predators. Fine. It is plus 1 point. So we will see if City. Alright. Yeah, you can take the heat, but now it kind of lets our opponent, us, take the heat, which I'm not sure it was needed. There were plenty of city spots. Alright, minor funded. Sure, again, I think you could fund banker more than minor here, but I think you could do either one perfectly fine. Alright, it is a nice city. But the crazy thing is, we're currently ahead. We are currently ahead. Terraforming rating similar. He's got all these extra points on the greeneries, but we've got a ton of VP from our cards. 24 points on cards compared to his 1. So that's a pretty massive difference there. Okay, methane from Titan, not really what we're looking to find there. But, it is discounted, so it's not the worst. the Gen 9 IO mining. Oh, we took it all those gens ago, and it is finally getting played. Research, that's a good card for him. Scientist's a little scary, but we should be fine. Selling off some cards makes sense. ICS? Wow. That's a nice in-game card for him. Alright, he's back in the lead. Currently only up by 1, and we have more than 1 point in our hand here. Greenhouses is another conversion. And he's sold, that's it. He doesn't have any more, so Miranda. Into the Predators. Okay. That's just a mistake. Well, it's not a mistake, but it's just not really doing anything, right? We play the Predators to get the point on the eco zone, and now if we eat from our eco zone, we lose the point on the eco zone, and it goes back to the Predators. So you could call it 1 point, but 1 point for 15 is not exactly the ratio you're looking for at this point of the game. I think Magnetizer makes more sense because it's less cost and still 1 point as well. But, oh well. So he gets his 2 conversions. So, but it's 94 to 96. Convert there next to our city. See, that is incredible. A Gen 9 with 48 terraforming rating, 16 greeneries, 2 milestones, and an award funded at 8, and still it loses in Gen 9. Normally, Gen 10 is the break point. Generally, an engine has to have till Gen 10 to overcome a very good terraforming setup. And I mean, to be honest, it was not like the most insane terraforming setup of all time or anything. But Nuke Zone, both mosses, Lake Marineris, insects, trees, algae, black polar dust, Noctis City, all premium cards, Mars U, viral enhancers, restricted area, psychophiles, giant ice asteroid. I think really it was not having more space events. I think maybe if he'd also had the Deimos down, or if he had the towing a comet, maybe that had been enough juice to get him over there. But yeah, well, maybe it's the weak preludes as well. You could also blame the weak preludes for sure for how this game shook out. But I mean, ultimately, can't complain with this hand. I think this hand would win in 95% of games. But it just so happens that you got 12 blue card effects here, and then you got your card draw, your production, and then not even that many space events and event cards. Like, yeah, media group and optimal arrow braking eventually, got a little bit of value for us, but it wasn't like insane value. It's not like the 13 events or anything like that. But well done. Well done to Beans on managing to overcome that crazy terraforming setup. But like I said, this just goes to show that engine setups are stronger on average. It's just rare that they get assembled before Gen 10 quickly enough to be a good terraforming setup. But wow. So that was the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and seeing the two Giga Titans of the engine versus the terraformer fight each other and see who came out on top. If you guys have any more crazy games like this one, please feel free to send them my way on BGA. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.